Hola, we're here in Malaga. We're going to do a ride to the west of town along the beaches. I did this a couple of days ago. It's really beautiful, nice and new stuff down there. It's going to be about 22 miles. We're going to Torremolinos and probably a few miles beyond that. It's around out and back, so come and join us. Beautiful day. Well, the first little bit is along the street here in the Soho district. With multi-lane roads, the preference is for bicycles, as you can see here, and scooters. So the cars are supposed to give you headway, and for the most part that's held true. This is where we join up with the bike path. So nice. And then we'll just follow this along the beach. Julia was commenting it's very nice down there. It is. It's much nicer and newer than the east side. But the east side's got, I think, more rugged, natural beauty to it. Now we're going to cross over and go along the beach area for a while. Yeah, this bike path just kind of weaves back and forth. I think they did this on purpose to keep people from going too fast. And you got, I guess this is a famous chimney from some industry here. I'll figure it out and let you know. Well, we're just done just about with this first section of bike trail here. It's a nice little meandering trail that you can take. Just have to be a bit careful. You may have noticed, and Julie behind me there and some of the clips, we're riding e-bikes today. We don't typically do that. We know we're going to be there someday. We're 65 years old, and eventually I suppose we'll have them. So far I can say pretty nice. You can get used to this. As this section gets a little tricky, you have to go off the path, take these gravel paths, which are good, but I wouldn't do them on a road bike. These have nice 2-inch tires, so that helps. And then here, you want to head up the hill as you turn right here. So we're going to go across this bridge. You can actually go up further. I think I'm going to do that another day. Follow this up past the airport. Here you take a right and go down some dirt, and then you're back on the road. We were told on a tour that the secret in Europe is you just go right through the traffic circles with your bike. So far it's been okay. Never had any problems here, France or Italy.
We have found the drivers in Spain to be very courteous to bicyclists, usually hanging back until it's very safe to pass.
Well, it wasn't too bad today. We're kind of off the busier part. We get into this one-way road here and some slower residential stuff, and past the golf course and into the beach. We're just going to cruise along like this. This bike trail kind of either is on the path, it's the boardwalk, or it's a little bit separated. I imagine on a really busy day, this would be a nightmare to try to bike and get any fitness in, but you get a lot of scenery. You notice I put on my beanie. The wind's blowing well over 20 miles an hour from the northwest. It's 52 degrees, so it's a bit chilly, but I just passed a guy that had shorts and a t-shirt on bicycling, so I'm feeling kind of wimpy even though I'm from Minnesota. People here are pretty tough. They're eating outside in this weather and everything. One nice thing about the beaches here in Spain, they have a lot of bathrooms on them, so public bathrooms, so that's really nice. So we had to exit the bike lane here for a bit, go through this parking lot, and then you'll connect back up with a little bit of a bike lane for a little bit longer. So then the bike trail just basically ends here. So you gotta scoot over. And as far as I know, bikes are allowed on this, but boy, it gets really crowded here, and then you have vendors that take up like half the pathway. It was nice to stop for a beer there for a little bit, and now we're going to head into this inner part of the city, the shopping area. Sometimes I don't know how crowded it's going to be, but we can kind of wander through here for a little bit, and then we'll head back to the beach. Julie was just commenting how beautiful those resorts are up there. This is really upscale. Well, finally back where there's a sort of a bike lane. I think it's more of a service access road, but I think it's also a bike lane. Well, when we stopped for a beer, I thought the wind had died, but it's still blowing pretty good out here when it's unsheltered. So we're gonna end up ending on the boardwalk here, our bike trail, and then we'll go back on the road. I think we're gonna venture around a little bit in that nature park area, since we didn't go all the way to the end of the ride I did the last time because there were so many people. Well, we're diverting from our flight plan here. We're going to go down towards the beach and then come back along the gravel there in the nature area. At least that's what I think we can do. There might be a bit of a boardwalk we'll go along, so we'll just see. Wow, this is pretty down here. It looks like there's a boardwalk we could go along there too. Maybe we'll do that. Now back on the bike path for a bit here, through the beach area.
During our rides along the west beaches here near Malaga, it struck me how the restaurants look like tugboats.
So we're coming up at the end of the bike path for us. It heads into the city. We could kind of loop into the city and back out, but we're gonna cross here and get on the road and go with the traffic. So we just get in the right lane here and kind of flow with the traffic. Actually, the traffic's slowing us down most of the time, so we have to stop for the lights and so forth. Yeah, we made it back safe and sound. It was a nice ride. I'm gonna guess probably 22, 23 miles. We didn't go quite as far as I thought we were gonna go. We probably stopped a mile short, but there's just so many people in that boardwalk. And it's cold, so I imagine when it gets warmer, it's just nuts there. It's just a beautiful ride either way you go. The west is more developed and newer and nicer and fancier. You go east on the beaches, my other video, you'll see it's a little more rugged and you got a little more natural scenery. So either way, you can't go wrong. So thanks for joining us. Until our next adventure, we'll see ya.
We really enjoyed our time in Malaga biking along the beaches. The west beaches are very nice, very upscale and new. The bike path is nice. We also did a ride further down past where we ended this video, about another 4 miles each way. So I'll include that GPS track for you. If you're in the Malaga area, definitely rent some bikes and go riding along the beaches. Thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment below and subscribe so you can stay current with our adventures.